Right, buddy, welcome back to the latest Manchester United news. Now, we'll be talking about the latest on Brian Mbeumo. I'm also going to be talking about some other interesting news as well around Manchester United, and giving you this is the obviously evening update. There is some update on the stadium. I'll talk about that, but I'll probably do a separate video on that. Now, today we had some various reports since the morning show. Now, Manchester United are hoping that they'll be able to secure a deal for Brentford forward Brian Mbeumo before their pre-season tour of the USA begins. Now so that came out, and then we had, which is kind of linked to the Brian Mbeumo stuff, Tottenham are maintaining an interest in Yohan Wissa. Brentford are aware there's been no direct contact. Brentford will listen to offers for Wissa and Mbeumo, but difficult to sell both this window. So any deal for Wissa would make Mbeumo's proposed move to Manchester United increasingly difficult. That came up from Sky Sports earlier today. So listen, let's have a conversation about the Mbeumo stuff. To be honest, United have dragged this on for way too long. They need to hurry up and get this deal done. And Mbeumo's a player who, again, has immense quality. We know that. And he wants to join Manchester United. We know that he's the player that we want. It's just all about getting the final details done. Now, the fact that United have done a typical United thing and let it drag on for this long does really show where the club is at. Now, Brian Mbeumo, we've seen Kudus go. I think it was about £65 million he's gone. Actually, I will check now. He's going to go to He's going to go from West Ham to Tottenham for 55 million, sorry. And this just kind of does talk about the sort of Mbeumo deal, and it does link to the Mbeumo deal. We've seen João Pedro go for 60. We've seen Kudus go for 55. We've seen Cunha go for 62.5 to Manchester United. It's looking like Brentford want a similar fee from Mbeumo, and we need to get this deal done as soon as we can. I mean, there is a concern over the deal now, but we have to get this deal done. If we don't get Mbeumo, it's honestly going to be a shambles. I think he's a player who's instrumental. We can't only say we've got Cunha because we need more creativity. The amount of goals we need to score this, or the amount of goals that we lacked last season, we need not only Cunha, but we need more than that. And as I said, with Tottenham going in for Wissa, the fact that they get Kudus, will they still go in for him now? That certainly is a conversation to have. But we are in need of a attacking midfielder. And there's not, because we put all our eggs really into one basket for Mbeumo, there's not really another option who we can go out and get. So we have to go out and get Mbeumo. Whether we do, we'll have to wait and see. But that's the latest on the Brian Mbeumo stuff. Manchester United are hopeful and confident they will be able to get a deal done before we jet off to America, which will be for the games. Our pre-season tour will start when we play Leeds on the 19th, but that's not in America, that's in Sweden. So I'll probably leave a couple days after that from Sweden and just go straight to America. So look, just say 2 weeks, or just say 10 to 12 days actually rather we have to get this Mbeumo deal done. United need to act fast, we need to act quickly. And I think we have to get this deal done. We know how much they want. It's just like 64 to 65 million pounds. I don't know where there's been no real update on that. Medical was supposed to be this week. Last week hasn't been. So let's see what happens on that. Now, the final thing I want to talk about, as I said, I'll do a separate video about the new stadium. Manchester United to appoint head of senior recruitment. Manchester United working with consultant Sportology on key hire to revamp department, plus reporting to director of recruitment Christopher Vivell. New regional head of emerging talent being hired. I mean, Manchester United, we're 38 days, I believe, into the transfer window, and we're only signing a head of senior recruitment now. Like, what is going on at this club? I mean, listen, I've seen some reviews, I'm sure everyone's seen the tweet about these sorts of people. Apparently they're not the greatest, they're all money grabbing, typical Glazer and Ineos point, to be honest. It is certainly something to look about. He's, again, as I said, we've seen that United need to get United advertising for head of recruitment. This is a tweet that I've just seen from Mark Goldbridge. United advertising for head of recruitment halfway through our most important transfer window in decades is like extending a strongly worded letter to an asteroid after it already hit the planet. The damage is done. Like, the fact that we waited this long to bring someone is a concern, but again, it's all about getting the players right and bringing players in. Let's see what does develop with that. I just don't think it's very important. But yeah, actually, the last thing I want to talk about, Sancho. Manchester United prepared to consider selling Sancho for a cut price for as low as 15 million. if they continue to struggle to find a buyer willing to meet their original valuation. So, listen, Sancho will hopefully leave. Again, if it's at a reduced price, at this point I'm not really bothered. I just want Sancho to leave the club, and I think that's something that will happen and something that needs to happen. But listen, I'm gonna leave it there. I'll be back. I'll probably release a video at 8 or 7:30 talking about the new stadium stuff. So thanks for watching.